Hey, welcome back to youtube.com/snapbolt. My name is Max, and Kaldheim is out on Magic Online. This is an exciting time to brew in Pauper. And I'm going to be playing a Pauper League with this deck here. But before we get into that, again, my channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Go check it out. Give me a subscribe, give me a like if you like the content. But I did want to say that I'm going to be playing some Kaldheim brews with the new cards, testing some out, just like this one, for the next couple of videos. So I'm not going to be playing like the classic tier 1 decks. I've had some brews lined up with Kaldheim cards that I'm going to be playing, and I'm pretty stoked to try them out. Whether they're good or not, we'll find out. But this deck looks pretty sick. I also have to give credit where credit is due. The basic shell of this deck, I believe, was created by Channel Fireball's Alex Ullman. I don't even know how I want to say Channel Fireballs, but Alex Ullman. He's a Magic writer, and he basically created this mono black sacrifice deck. And I've been wanting to play it, but I just haven't quite gotten around to it. And now I've been wanting to test Funeral Longboat. This is a new Kaldheim card that we're playing. And this is just Smuggler's Copter. I mean, it's 2 mana 3/3 vehicle crew 1, and it has vigilance. So it's not flying and it doesn't get to loot when you hit. So not quite Smuggler's Copter, but we're playing Smuggler's Copter in Pauper here. And the card that I thought goes best with that in Pauper was Night Market Lookout. 1 mana 1/1, and when it becomes tapped, you drain for 1. So you can just crew Longboat with Night Market Lookout and drain them for 1 and then attack for 3. So that's a pretty good sequence. And when I saw this card, I was like, I want to try it out. I don't know how good it's going to be, but it looks sweet. This is like the first thing I thought of. A lot of people, other people had the same idea. And then I was like, okay, what deck can I play Night Market Lookout and Funeral Longboat in that'll be good? And I kind of wanted to play this mono black sack build as well. So I'm going to go over the deck and then we'll get right into some games. So it's 18 basic swamps. Snow cover, doesn't really matter. We don't use snow. And then 4 Village Rites to draw cards. 4 Defile. Target creature gets -1/-1 for each swamp we control as part of the removal. And I'm playing 3 Cast Down, 3 Snuff Out. I've left the Geth's Verdict in the board. This has synergy with our deck, but I just feel like these other removal spells are a bit stronger. So yeah, we have a lot of removal spells. 4 Defile, 3 Cast Down, 3 Snuff Out. So we have 10 removal spells. 4 card draw, like I said, in Village Rites. And then basically the rest of our deck is Longboats, and then Dorks to crew Longboat and to sacrifice. So 4 Whisper Squad, 1 mana 1/1. In 2 mana, you can search your library for a Whisper Squad and put it into play. So it's kind of like a bad black Squadron Hawk. But they're good for sacrificing, they're good for crewing Longboat, and they can just get in there. They just provide a little value. 4 Lookout, like I said. 4 Gingerbrute, this card is actually strong. 1 mana 1/1 haste, and it has like this pseudo evasion. It's been really impressive in like the other decks I've played it in, so I do like Gingerbrute a lot. And we have some funny synergy. I don't know if Cat is good enough, but Cat is a 1 mana 1/1. When it comes in, it drains for 1. But then you can sack a food to return it to the battlefield. So Gingerbrute is actually a food golem. So that's like a little bit of synergy there that's kind of nice. I don't know if Familiar is good enough, but I do see some interesting lines coming up where we have Carrion Feeder. This is a 1 mana 1/1 can't block, and sack a creature, it gets +1/+1 counter. So if your board, let's say, is Familiar, Gingerbrute, Feeder, it's actually kind of good because you can go and like maybe Beetle too. This is whenever a player sacks a creature, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. So like let's say you have like a decent board, they're all just 1/1s though. You can go sack Cat to Feeder, then this gets +1/+1, so does this. And then you can sack Gingerbrute to Cat, Beetle gets +1/+1, and then you can bring Cat back with the food token. Or I mean, you're bringing Cat back. I'm not explaining this perfectly, but basically you can sack Cat, put it to the graveyard, sack Gingerbrute, bring Cat back, and then sack Cat again. So you can kind of loop that way, which is pretty nice. I don't know if this build is perfect. I just wanted to play like as many 1-drops as I could, and 1 mana 1/1s crew boat pretty nicely. As far as the sideboard, I'm trying a couple fourth breed prowlers. 1 mana, 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, it gives target creature -1/-1. So any deck that plays any 1/1s or X1s can just bring these in and just it's a 1 mana 1/1 that can crew and kill something. Kind of cool. The fourth cast down. Mesmeric Fiend is a nice one because it's a 2 mana 1/1. When it comes in, it just like you look at their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, but they get the card back when this dies. But this is an older card, and the way it was worded is it can come down, you put the trigger on the stack to look at their hand and take a card, but then before that happens, you sacrifice it to Carrion Feeder, and then the second trigger happens, but you haven't taken the card yet, so they don't get it back, and then you just exile something permanently, and you get the counter on Feeder. So it's a nice combo, or it's just a good card against like control Tron type decks. 4 verdicts when we want them, especially against like boggles and stuff. And Crypt Rats, even though this kills a lot of our own stuff, I think people aren't going to be expecting it. And I think it's decent if we just are like trading off, getting damage in, we get them down to like 5, we just go Crypt Rats, and if we untap with it, we win. So that's the deck. I am really excited, as you can probably tell. I am really excited to play this deck, and like I said, I have other Kaldheim brews lined up. So let's just get right into it and go to some games. See you in round 1. All right, welcome to round 1. See what we're up against. I'm expecting to play against some other Kaldheim brews. Let's go first. Yeah, we can keep this hand. Just some dorks and some removal spells. A lot of our hands are going to look like this. Opponent's on the mulligan. I'm going to lead Night Market Lookout just because this effectively attacks for 2. And then turn 2, I'll just plan to play Cat plus Feeder. All right. This deck doesn't really have massive burst potential. It can with Carrion Feeder, but maybe we're just up against mono black control. But you're gonna have to grind a lot of games with this deck, I think. Let's go Carrion Feeder and then play Cat. Pass the turn. Looking a pretty low power level right now, but we have some good synergy in the deck. All right, this looks like it's black-white control, probably. Land is actually decent because we can Whisper Squad and then have activation up to get another Whisper Squad. Yeah, puts it in tapped. I could sack to Feeder right now. I get in for 1 more damage and I pump this, but I actually don't want to do that because I'd like to have 2 Whisper Squads, because if I only have 1, they can just kill it. But if I get the second one, they have to kill both. Otherwise, I can get all 4. So this is some good card advantage here. Works nicely with Feeder. I have to kind of hope they don't have cast down, but these are not looking great. Maybe bring in some Mesmeric Fiends in this matchup. We don't have like that great sideboard here. Cast down on the Feeder. Okay, well I can't sack anything in response, so that resolves. Do they have another land? Yeah. So they're playing these, which it's actually pretty sick. This is a nice interaction with Defile because these are swamps. So that is pretty cool. So that looks to be what the opponent is testing out. Let's just get Whisper Squad. Okay, we'll attack for 3 and get 2 more Whisper Squads. Lands aren't ideal draws, but at least we can get these squads out now, and then hopefully we can draw some gas after this. We've got the opponent down to 14. Obviously a Pestilence or something is just going to wreck us. No, don't do it. Okay. That kind of wrecks us too, but we might just want to start getting in for more damage while we can. Because I don't know how long we're going to be able to just start attacking for. Okay, that was actually a good draw. Because now I can just attack with all. And then whatever they block, I can just sacrifice to Feeder, still get it for 4 damage. And this gets +1/+1. Our removal spells are just not really going to do anything in this matchup because this is, I think, their only creature most likely, and it's protection from monocolored, and all our removal spells are monocolored. Bonder's Ornament. Okay. Chainer's Edict. Okay. Do I just sack Cat? I think so. Basilica, they're down to one card, but they do have Bonder's Ornament. So if I just attack with the Whisper Squad, they just block one of those, take two. If I attack with everybody, they probably block Feeder, and I have to sack a Whisper Squad, and then they just still take two. I don't know if it matters which way I do it. This can't block anyway. Maybe for some reason they don't block Feeder. I guess I can bring in Geth's Verdict here too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sack a Whisper Squad and just hope they don't have a removal spell for Feeder. Because after this sack, they're gonna have to just block this every time. Drawing land there was terrible for me. And having these two dead cards in my hand is just killing me, which is kind of what this deck hopes for. Okay, I mean, they go to 6. Oh no. Talisman is going to be real bad for us. Into Cast Down? Oh, Chainer's Edict. Okay. It's also bad for us. They can also start flashing back Chainer's Edicts soon. Definitely in trouble here. Would have been good earlier. Because it would have been another big threat. Now I can't even really attack. I mean, I could attack with both, and then they kind of have to block here. If they block Whisper Squad, I can sack it to grow both my creatures. I guess I do that. It's not great. This is where we wish we definitely had the Geth's Verdict in the main. Okay, I can just take. No need to sack. They're at 6. They can go up to 7. They can flash back a Chainer's Edict. Castigate, sure. They're down to 0 cards. They can draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are they flashing back Edict here? Looks like it. So I have to not sack Whisper Squad here. They could have blocked this, taken a little damage, and then gotten one of these two creatures off the board. Yeah, I just have to sack Whisper Squad, I think. This still gets bigger because I sacked a creature. This has some interesting synergies with stuff like that and Geth's Verdict. Ah, brutal. All right, well, I can't even attack, really. I wonder if I'm supposed to sack Carrion Feeder now or Beetle. Or just flashing back an Edict. I mean, this is already a 3/3, so I think I just sack Beetle. Triggers off itself being sacrificed. Yeah, I'll use the ability, sure. And cast down. Okay, I think we're dead now because they can draw 2 cards a turn and gain 1 life a turn, and they still have this out. Just having all these removal spells in our deck is just really bad for us. Suppose I can keep playing. It's like letting me know I can bring back Caldron Familiar. It's like, yeah, I know. Now if they go to play a removal spell on this, I can sacrifice it and bring Cat back. They get to draw. Yeah. I just don't see any way we can win. These removal spells are good in some matchups, but not right here. It's just so tempting to want to concede here, but I don't think I should quite yet. Okay, now I can concede because this is the combo Guardian plus Pestilence, because this has pro monocolored, so Pestilence doesn't deal it damage. This never goes away, and they can just continue to wrath the board and deal damage to creatures and gain life. So they were going to win that one. They got us. All right, let's bring in Fiends. Geth's Verdicts. And we know I think I'm taking out all the removal spells. I don't think they bring in any creatures out of the board. So I can also just bring in some Crypt Rats to just fireball them out. I don't think Prowler does anything. So I think I just take out all these dead removal spells. Bring in Geth's Verdict, which is actually nice against Guardian. Fiends just for a little disruption. Even though Fiend might just die to other creatures, it's really good synergy with, what's it called? Carrion Feeder. And it can just buy some time potentially too. So let's go with it like this. This looks good. We also didn't draw any Village Rites, which is brutal. Yeah, this hand is great. We have Carrion Feeder into double Fiend, so we have the combo. You can also Village Rites a Fiend with the trigger on the stack, but I mean, this is looking great. They can't castigate because I'm going to get to at least Fiend once. I'm really liking this hand. We have a Geth's Verdict to deal with the Guardian. We have a Village Rites. This looks sweet. Feeling pretty confident about this game. Defile here would be bad. I could leave up Village Rites to play around Defile, but I don't think I want to. I think I just want to get these Fiends going. So now I'm going to sack Fiend in response to this trigger so they can never get it back. So see, the second trigger went on the stack. They don't get their card back yet because it hasn't been taken. This gets +1/+1, and then I get to exile a card from their hand. Wow, Prismatic Strands? That's interesting. And Evankar's Justice. Pestilence is also annoying. So I have to decide if I want to take the cast down here. They might just cast down on their turn, which wouldn't be great for me. Because if I just take cast down, I might be able to just make Carrion Feeder a big creature and just win with that. It's a little greedy to not take the Pestilence, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to just take the removal spell that kills my guy. Hope they don't draw another removal spell or edict this turn. And then I'm in pretty decent shape, honestly. Just going to plan to play another Fiend here. I guess alternatively I can put more pressure down. I don't know if I need to Fiend right now. I could always just Fiend next turn. Like I could just play Cat plus Gingerbrute here. Get in for more damage that way. Play around Edicts. I like it. I can Fiend next turn. The Pestilence are definitely going to be bad for me. But I think I'd like to just like get creatures down, start getting in. Could also leave up Village Rites here, but I'm not going to. I'd rather just attack. I also could sack Cat here. I might need to eventually anyway. And this, I guess, technically gets in for more damage. I think I'm going to do it. I have another creature to play around Edicts. So I think I like getting in for a little bit more damage. Even if it's technically worse against removal. Wow, okay, we just aggroed him out there. I mean, next turn, we were going to get to Fiend away this if we want, or we didn't even need to take it. We have a Geth's Verdict if they play anything, and we can draw some more cards. So that was a really nice showing from the deck. We just had the combo of Carrion Feeder plus Fiend on the play. Yeah, I don't think I can really change much. I think all these removal spells don't do anything in this matchup. And can we draw Longboat? Because Longboat's actually good in this matchup because it can't be Chainer's Edict, and it's a 3/3, so it can really start getting in there. Their Guardian, the Guild Pack, doesn't even have protection from the Longboat. I just realized because it's not monocolored, it's colorless. So Longboat, let's go. I want a Prowler into Longboat draw. There's some other sick synergies too, like if you have multiple Prowlers but only one Longboat, you can sack the or you can tap multiple lookouts. I don't know if I've been saying the right word. If you have multiple night market lookouts and longboat, you can tap multiple creatures to crew, even though it's just crew one, and then multiple of them will get tapped and drained for more damage. This hand doesn't really have the cards we want. Like, it doesn't have the disruption, it doesn't have draw spells, but I don't think we can really mulligan like a 2-land with good variety of spell hand. All right, well, they take a Geth's Verdict. Interesting that they bring in Duress against us. I don't know if it's actually that good. I think I just lead Lookout again because it applies the most pressure. Another option of building this deck, instead of like playing like Whisper Squads and Familiars, is just to play like the 2-power 1-drops. But I'm not sure if that's right. Ooh, Village Rites is a nice one. So I can either play Cat or Feeder. I think I am going to leave up Village Rites. I think I'd rather sack Cat. The thing is they know about Feeder, but I'm still just going to just play Cat and pass. They could easily have an Edict or anything, and I'd rather sack Cat to Village Rites than anything else. They're just going to have Talisman. Okay. I don't think I'm going to Village Rites away my Cat. I think I'm just going to untap. Another Cat. Okay. I'll attack. And then I think I just play Carrion Feeder plus Cat. Then I have Village Rites up. This is looking decent. Guardian of the Guild pack. Pro monocolored, huh? I can just keep waiting on the Village Rites, or I can just go for it here. Kind of do want to draw something. I don't want to like let them have infinite time to get set up. I think I am going to do it. Another Carrion Feeder and land. That was not good. I just play out my stuff. I don't think there's any real reason to attack. I'll just wait. Hope they don't have a Wrath, basically. They do. They have the combo. All right, let's just Whisper Squad here. Put one on. They're going to get these Whisper Squads. I can only save one thing. It's brutal. All right, let's go. Sack to Feeder. Sack to Feeder. And then these are both going to die anyway. I think I might as well sack them all to the same feeder and hope I draw like a Verdict or something. Start getting in there. Because I can't make this 3 toughness unless I sack this too. So I have to just go all in. And I'm pretty much screwed. That was actually an interesting draw. I'll just play this and pass. They have a free block here. I think I'll actually activate right now. Not going to activate the Carrion Feeder yet. They have 4 black sources. Bonder's Ornament. It's scary. No other land though. Another Guardian. That is scary. And the Black-White Snow. Again, they're just playing this because it's a land type swamp, which works with Defile. So pretty sick from the opponent. And we've used all 4 Whisper Squads. It's untap. I was worried that 18 land might be a little bit too much. I don't know if it is, but it certainly might be. Yeah, they can Pestilence for 6 here. So I just have to sack both of these. Oh, are they going to be able to get this feeder? I don't think they should be able to get it, right? Oh, I didn't mean to click OK there. So now we're like fucked basically. I think we were gonna lose anyway. They had this. Okay, we're dead. This is probably a bad matchup for us, just in the fact that they have these wraths. Oh, I can't draw cards. That's okay. 0-1. We didn't draw Longboat, which is what I really wanted to draw there. That was still a good match. But just the fact that they have all those wraths against our 1/1s makes it tough. We definitely could win that matchup, but yeah, it didn't feel great. So 0-1, that's okay. We saw one good draw from the deck, one powerful draw, and we'll see you in round 2. All right, welcome to round 2 here. This hand's not perfect, but has decent lands and spells, and if we draw well, it could come together. I'm gonna keep. We have a Defile, we have a Snuff Out, and we have some creatures, 2 lands. Looks decent. Wow. Wonder if we're against the mirror here. Snuff Out, not looking great against Barrenmore. I wonder if this is combo. Cycling combo, perhaps? Yeah, looks like it. Could be some type of Reanimator deck, too. Wow, they missed a land drop. That makes it feel even more like it's combo to me. Whisper Squad, huh? I could just run out Beetle, or I could run out Beetle Whisper Squad. I think I just run out Beetle. Attack for 2. And then if I draw a Sacrifice Outlet, these could start going off. Like if I draw Village Rites here, it's really nice. I would want to activate Whisper Squad first. Oh, Dark Writ, okay. Definitely is combo. We probably just cycle a couple times here. We don't have the most aggressive of draws. Yeah, I'm just gonna F6. I don't think there's a reason we need to like snuff out end of turn or anything. Do they hit a land? They really don't play many lands at all. Oh, there's Village Rites. Would want to activate Whisper Squad. I just don't think I have that luxury, honestly. I think I'd rather keep Prowler around. It does more damage. And I can Village Rites into more threats. So I think I just go Whisper Squad, sack it right now. Trigger. Always yes, always yield. Yes. And then I attack for 6. Opponent's still only on the 1 land. They could still go off here, but it's less likely. I just have 4 removal spells in hand. Oh, Cycle Street Wraith, okay. Songs of the Damned add 5 mana. Cycle. You got it. Cycle. Do they have another Songs of the Damned? Yep. How do they have Reaping the Graves? Or are they going to keep cycling first? So what this deck does, if you don't know, they just cycle a bunch of creatures into their graveyard. Then they play Songs of the Damned. This adds a black mana for each creature in your graveyard. So they add a bunch of mana, and then they play Reaping the Graves, get back Cyclers, and then keep cycling them or cast them. So they're getting back a Street Wraith. I wonder if they're going to cast a Street Wraith here. They got Monstrous Carabid, Street Wraith, and Horror of the Broken Lands. They can cast 1 creature, but they cycle. So they're trying to go off. Land, and do they cast a creature here? If they do, that's good for me. Cycle. Why would they tap that? I guess it doesn't really matter. Wow, cycle. Okay, so they have to win this turn because we have 6 power out and a removal spell. They definitely could win here. The thing is, they haven't played that many spells. They've only cycled a lot. So even if they have another Reaping the Graves, now they're down to 2 mana. Another Song of the Damned here. They get back Stinger, Reaping, or Songs, yeah. Now Reaping the Graves. Cycle. This just pings us for 1. Oh wait, oh. I have a Defile. I need to Defile this in response. This is actually good to do it in response to Reaping the Graves, though. I guess I can let them target everything. That way they can't get back Stinger. So they do get to draw a bunch more cards, but I get to kill this. I think I just Defile it rather than Snuff Out. Yeah. Maybe I was supposed to go for Snuff Out there, but I'm not sure. I actually thought about doing it earlier, but then they could Reaping in response and then maybe do something else. I don't even know if we have great sideboard for this matchup either. Oh, another Unearth. It's not good for us. Wait. Okay. So I think I just have to Snuff Out this here. They just let it go? Why? Why didn't they just cycle a bunch in response? Oh, because they want to get it back? That doesn't make sense to me. Storm count is 10. They're at 6. Cabal Ritual. Another Unearth. There's also a green version of this deck that plays Tinderwall, which is pretty cool. Cabal Writ. Sure. They can probably draw their deck here, is my guess. They have 7 cards in hand. Do they have another Reaping the Graves? The only thing about this deck is it takes a long time. I do like the play we made of sacking the Whisper Squad to get in for more damage. I'm surprised they just let Stinger go when they did. Okay. Storm count is 13. So I think they've used 3 Songs of the Damned, so they need to find 1 more most likely. Maybe they don't even, but there's the last Song of the Damned. Okay, they have 23 mana. Reaping the Graves. Get back 16 cards. And then they should be able to kill us. Yep. I'm just going to F6 for now and then turn off auto yields because they're probably going to try to put Stinger into play again. They might just cast a bunch of creatures now. Sometimes I think they only play 2 Unearth, but I've also seen them play 4, so we don't know how many they have yet. Like, if you just play a Relic, does this deck just lose? Pretty much. I think sometimes they bring in hate for artifacts, but this opponent's deck is kind of powerful, but also kind of cheesy. Like, if you have the interaction for it, it's not great. So they can pretty much draw their deck here. I'm not going to concede yet. If you've watched one of my previous videos, one of my opponents playing that deck started to combo off. They typed GG in the chat, like saying like, I got it, you can get out. And then they just proceeded to take like 3 minutes, do this entire combo, continue to go off. and then they fizzled right at the end, and then I won the match and that game. So that's a lesson to not GG early. Okay, Rot Beast. So now they're casting fatties. They're at that stage of the game. Okay. Can't snuff out those because they're black creatures. I can cast down one of them. Smart that they played black creatures, but yeah, they might not have any more unearths. And they don't have any more Songs of the Damned. How many more like Dark Writs and stuff too? One Dark Writ, two Dark Writ, three. Two Cabal Rituals played. And, oh, there's Carrion Feeder. That's interesting. Carrion Feeder and... Wait, let's see. One Reaping, two, three, and three Reapings played as well. So if I can eventually beat this board, I should be in a pretty decent position. I think I'm just going to play Feeder and pass the turn. I can't... Let's think about this. The problem is they have those 4/2s, because I can only really sack Feeder to itself and Night Market Lookout. So then these become 4/4s. I do have a cast down, but I kind of need these to become 5/5s. So I need to wait, I think. I could attack now and drain for one and then sack it to Feeder, but I think, again, I'd rather wait. These have Swamp Walk, but if they attack, they could be in a rough spot, especially considering I have removal spells. Interesting match here. The opponent could just have a bunch of lands in hand. Wow, they just do nothing? So I guess I just kill one of these. The more I think about it, the nicer like Geth's verdict seems, because if I have verdict on this board, yeah, they sack their worst thing, but then I get 2 counters out of it. All right, I can Gingerbrute. I can activate Gingerbrute. And then I can even just try to attack with all and see how they block. Seems good to me. I don't think they play any removal spells or anything. Yeah, I have a lot of lethal threats here because they go down to 5. And they can only block 3 creatures. They can't even block this. Okay, so they go block, block, block like that. That's interesting. So I think I need to just... Maybe this wasn't the best attack, but I still think it's fine because for some reason I was thinking it was lethal, but it's not yet. I still think it's good enough because I get to eat almost their entire board. So I think let's see. I can sack Lookout. Always yes, always yield. Always yes to that one too. Always yield to that. Then let's sack, and then sack Feeder to itself, eat both Rot Beasts, and have 2 5/5s. I could have waited one more turn, but I think this is reasonable. They still need to do something, because then these are both lethal next turn. Cycle Rot Beast. Okay. They're probably hoping they could replay that. Cycle Vantasaur. Sure. Cycle. Interesting that they didn't play any horrors because These get +2/+1 every time you cycle. So it's like a huge threat that can like kind of kill in one hit. They don't have any Songs of the Damned left. They could have Dark Writs or Cabal Writs. Rot Beast. Okay, well they have to go chump chump, it looks like. And if I draw a cast down land, okay. So they have to go block block. And they're pretty much dead, I think. Not sure how they can get out of this. That's why I don't like that deck that much. Like, can they really hope to like they comboed off fairly early, but then didn't win? You don't want that to happen in your combo deck. Oh, they go to 3? They can't cast anything else from their hand? Do they really not find enough lands? Cycle Healer. Do they have another Unearth? They do. They're unearthing Stinger? Wow. Okay. I'm going to respond to any ritual. Oh, they're just cycling Stinger. Okay, I'll just let that happen. I can take some damage here. I'd rather respond to their last thing they try to do with Snuff Out, just to make sure they can't like go off in response to Snuff Out, you know? Okay, that happens. I mean, they're dead on board. Are they just going to concede here? Yeah. Whew. That felt decent. So Mesmeric Fiend seems great. Crypt Rats does seem a little bit slow. Snuff Out and Defile both don't seem great. Snuff Out I think is good just because it's 0 mana to kill like their Draniths, like the Healer and Stinger that we saw, which I think that can be pretty relevant. Geth's Verdicts isn't bad because a lot of times they can just like put one creature into play. I guess Cast Down is reasonable too, but I do have to have 2 mana up for it. Is Geth's Verdict just better than Cast Down? Maybe for, like I talked about, Mortician Beetle reasons. Wow, we have not drawn Longboat yet. What's going on? I think I just like this sideboard. I could leave in triple Snuff Out, or I could do this. Yeah. Go down to 2 Snuff Out, just have some 0 mana interaction. But I don't want to be flooded on that effect. I guess Cast Down's not that great either. Could bring in either a 1/1. No, this is just bad. I could bring in a Crypt Rats to fireball them, but that's not great either. Let's try it like this with the Cast Down over the Snuff Out. I definitely want Fiend. I can take their Reaping the Graves. That's how they kind of keep going. This deck has been fun though. Finally got a haircut today, feeling fresh. Kaldheim is out. I'm stoked. I am excited for this deck and I'm excited to play it, but I have a really spicy brew I'm planning to play next that I think I'm more excited for. I wanted to play this one. It is dope with the longboat, but yeah, I got some good stuff lined up. I think I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm on the draw. I know it's only 1 land, but I have double Village Rites. I have a Fiend. I have Beetle plus Gingerbrute. So if I draw a land in the top 2, this hand is fantastic. If not, it's still reasonable. Land. Alright. Lookout isn't bad either. I think I'll just lead Lookout. Because essentially, yeah, again, you want to lead on this one. This is kind of the best 1-drop in the deck, funnily enough. Just because it's 1 mana 1/1 and it attacks for 2. The drain isn't bad, and it's good with the longboat. Really want to draw a land next turn. That deck plays like 9 lands or something. Nice, nice, drew land. That is huge. So I could just play Fiend this turn, but I don't think I'm going to be too scared of them going off. I want to just get more pressure down, I think. I'm just going to play Gingerbrute and Beetle here, and then I can start Village Rightsing next turn or play Fiend. If I draw another land, it's super good because then I can just go play Fiend, Village Rites it. I don't even necessarily need to do that because this probably isn't going to die, but it is a nice combo. I could even consider like Village Rightsing early. I put a counter on this and then maybe I hit lands. Then I can maybe do more stuff in the turn. Like I have some pretty sick lines here, especially drawing the cat. Like I can go play cat, Village Rites the cat away. If I draw more lands, it's actually really good. And I can always sack Gingerbrute to cat to bring cat back. This gets bigger, and then I can sack cat again to Village Rites potentially. I could just play Fiend though. I think I'm going to go for the damage line and just try to survive next turn and then play Fiend after that. It's a little bit greedy, but I think I like it. Sack cat, draw 2. Hopefully we draw land here. Always yes, always yield. We missed on lands. So now I can go bring back cat by sacking Gingerbrute, drain for 1, and then sack cat again to Beetle if I want. I mean, that's just straight up more damage. I think I do it. Return cat, drain. Oh no, it wasn't more damage. I think it was better technically. It's the same amount of damage because this gets +1/+1 instead of this hitting for 1. I thought I could sack cat again, but I can't. Still get to hit for 5. And then I can't delay on Fiend any longer. It might have just been greedy to not just play Fiend on turn 3 there, but if I force them to have to go off here, they're likely to fizzle anyway, I think. Yeah, looks like they're not doing it. There's Longboat. I think that's going to be a little bit slow at this point. See, they're at 10. I have 5, 6 power on board. If I play Feeder, plus, I could go, let's see. Let's say I play Whisper Squad, sack it to Village Rites. That would be 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not enough. And then even if I draw a land, play Feeder or something, sack it to itself. It's not enough damage. This is tough. I mean, I just have to Fiend here and hope they just have like one payoff card that I can take. Unearth. There's one Reaping. There is a Consume Spirit. I think I need to take Reaping the Graves because next turn they can go Cabal Writ. They can just go Writ, and then even like cycle Street Wraith and then Reaping the Graves, get back like 4 things and start drawing cards. But if I take Reaping the Graves, they actually can't do that much. They only have 1 cycle in Street Wraith. They can play a big Consume Spirit, but if that's their plan, I think I can beat that. They can't even really, I guess they can target my creatures. They could, then they can Consume Spirit my Fiend, get back Reaping the Graves, and then cast it. But again, if I let them keep Reaping the Graves, that's going to be bad for me. I'm just going to take Reaping and hope they don't Consume Spirit my Fiend. All right. they have to like they have to go for it here. I needed to draw one more land, but they're still not in like the best position. So they can go cycle street right down to 2. Cabal, triple Cabal Ritual. They go up to 5 mana. They go up to 8 mana. They go up to 11 mana. And they can consume Spirit for 9. But they might do it for less and kill Fiend and then cast Reaping the Graves and try to keep going off. I think that's what they're going to try to do. Maybe Snuff Out is good to just have in the deck because their plan to win is still Stinger. They're at 2, okay, so yeah, they have to like really go off here. Just sucks we weren't able to Fiend and sack it in response to exile something permanently, because them being able to get back Reaping is pretty annoying here. Oh, they just drew another Reaping? Okay. Well, I'll F6 for now. I don't want to have to keep pressing OK every second. And I'll just try to turn off. This is a good trick on Magic Online. You can F6, and then you can turn off auto yields to stop F6ing. I think there's another hotkey for that as well, but I just like to do it like this. All right, did they have like a Songs of the Damned into Consume Spirit? Yeah, 9 mana though. That's not even that much. I wonder if they don't know they can Consume Spirit this, or they're just thinking they can just do it for the win. I wonder if they sided this in as well. My guess is that yes, that's what they did. They also have this Unearth. Like, aren't you supposed to play the Unearth way earlier? And then unearth your like Drannith Stinger while you're doing all this? Maybe I'm just wrong, but it seems like how you're supposed to play the deck to me. They have 6 mana. Oh, they consume Spirited Beetle to try to stay alive instead of killing this? What? What was that? That's weird. So I can attack for 4. And then I can Village Rites away like my cat. And then play something. I think that's the best thing I can do. I think that's better than leaving up Cast Down. So I hit them to 2. They can't Street Wraith anymore, which is nice. Yeah, the no Consume Spirit on this is kind of weird. So Village Rites away the cat. Oh. We can put them to 1. But I can't attack with Gingerbrute because I didn't do this. Even if I Village Rites pre-combat, then I only hit for 3. They'd be at 3. And then I play Gingerbrute, hit for 4. Bring back cat, they're still at 1. It's the same amount of damage. I think I just play Carrion Feeder and pass. Because this way, if they play another like Consume Spirit or Life Gain type effect on one of my creatures, I can sack it in response to fizzle it. And this way I can still just play Gingerbrute next turn, get in there for 1 with it, and then bring back cat, because this is sack it to cat. They only have 4 cards left. They're at 2. But don't they have an Unearth? They just concede? Okay. I think they didn't play that well. Again, why didn't they unearth like when they had all that mana? If they like unearthed way earlier in the turn, like what if they unearthed? Oh, they did. Oh, they had a healer down here. They found that healer kind of late, but what if they unearthed Stinger? It was decent. Maybe they should have unearthed this earlier. Maybe they couldn't. Maybe that was they found it later and they were trying to unearth healer at some point to stay alive. But yeah, 1-1, sweet. We have not cast Longboat yet, so hopefully we get to cast it in match 3. I'll see you there. All right, welcome back to round 3. We're 1-1. Have to mulligan the 0 lander, and I'll keep this hand. I think I've just put back a cast down. It's good. It's a good card, but all my other cards are good. I can't put back a land. Against Utopia Sprawl, interesting. Blue. This feels like a Rug Ponza deck, most likely. Ooh, Beetle is good too. Wow. I think I just lead Feeder. And then next turn I can play like Beetle plus Cat, even sack Cat, and start getting in there. Seagate Oracle. Okay, this is probably combo. Could be like an Ephemerate deck. All right, there's Longboat. Doesn't even look that great here yet. I don't want to just leave up cast down quite yet. I could, but that seems bad to me, honestly. If I play Longboat this turn, then I can start smashing with it. I'm gonna do it. All right, we got our Copter down. Because now whenever we play 1/1s, we can use them to crew this. So it essentially gives all of our creatures haste. I feel like this is like some type of ephemerate combo deck. White, blue. Okay, yeah, there's the white. All right, now it's scary. Now they can potentially go off pretty hard next turn. There's a Village Rites. I don't hate that. I can go. I do want to get this Beetle down too. I was thinking I can just go Cat, Crew, Longboat, and then sack it to Village Rites. Draw 2. If I draw another land, I can just play Beetle. Alternatively, I can just play Beetle plus Cat. And then I get another counter on my Beetle. But I want to Village Rites this turn to keep hitting land drops. So I'm going to do the first line even though I miss out on a counter. Oh wait, I have to crew first. So let me see. Tap any number of creatures you control with power 1 or more. This vehicle becomes an artifact. Can I crew it even after it's a creature? I think I can. Yeah, I can still crew it if I want here. All right, let's Village Rites, sack Cat, land, and then I think I play Beetle. Drawing Whisper Squad was obviously bad. I'll just play Beetle, slam for 3, and then probably just get comboed here. Definitely have to bring in the Fiends again. Snuff Out seems great in this matchup. Defile, not so much. Defile is better against like the fairy type decks or, you know, mono green and stuff like that. Oh, Evoke Moldrifter. What are they going to do? They're going to flicker it or something? Snap the Moldrifter. That's really good. They can recast it. So opponent going off here. If they attack, I can block with Longboat. They don't. I really do need to just leave up cast down here. So let's go. Yeah, I think I really do need to leave up cast down. It's kind of unfortunate, but let's crew this. I guess I can just hit with everything, and then I can always activate Whisper Squad and then sack whatever I get to Feeder. So then I might need to sack 2 things. I guess I can sack the other Whisper Squad still. All right, I just need to attack with all. I just can't give them like that much time. I need to like keep applying pressure. So even though I can't use cast down, there's nothing I can really do about it. If they don't block, I think I just let it happen. Yeah, so now what I do is I go activate, get Whisper Squad, sack, let these resolve, yes, and then sack. And we have the other Whisper Squad in hand, so that's why we're able to sack both Whisper Squads. We kill the Moldrifter, get in for 6, and pass. Not bad. We're kind of doing the thing. We would much rather have a Snuff Out here than a Cast Down. Maybe it should be 4 Snuff Out. Even though this deck is all 1-drops. Wow. Snap? I think I just sack it in response. It's a weird play, but they don't get to untap lands. And then my Beetle gets bigger also, which is nice. I don't really want to just replay a 1/1 feeder anyway. I have another one in hand. Okay, they just go Seagate. They probably have Ghostly Flickers and stuff in their deck as well. Cat. Okay. I feel like I'm just playing all my 1-drops this turn. And then slamming. And the opponent has to do some blocking. I can also play Cat post-combat. Let's play Whisper Squad. Or no, I want to play it pre-combat because I may want to like threaten the sacrifice of Cat. Let's crew with Squad and only Squad. And then hit with these two. They have to block at least one of them. Yeah. And then see if we get comboed out. We might not. Longboat has actually been pretty sick here. All right. So their white card is probably only Ephemerate. I wonder if they have to have that. Just cast Muldrifter. They're at 6. They don't have any mana untapped. I have a cast down. This is looking reasonable. I can activate Whisper Squad as well. It's an option. Another Longboat. Another Longboat doesn't really do anything. So I have two options. I can cast down, or I can activate Whisper Squad. They're at 6. Let's see. I could also... No, I was going to say I could... It's an interesting thing because I could use Longboat to crew Longboat and then sack them. But that doesn't actually help because I could just get another creature with Whisper Squad. So they have to block Beetle 100%. They actually have to block Carrion Feeder too. I think I just use Cat, Crew, Boat, attack with everything. I think that's the line. Yeah, I like that line. It's pretty scary for the opponent to like take any damage here. And I can always activate Whisper Squad. Can always use Cast Down depending on how they block. Okay. So now I'm going... Let's see, they're only taking 3 down to 3 here. I want to make sure I at least kill Muldrifter. But what I could do... I can just not activate this Whisper Squad. This is an interesting line. I think I'm going to do it. I sack this Whisper Squad to Carrion Feeder. Oh no, because then I need to sack 2 things to it. I'd have to sack Whisper Squad and Cat. Then I kill Muldrifter and Seagate, and then I was going to say I leave up Cast Down for this last Seagate Oracle. That still might be the best line. I mean, I definitely have lethal next turn anyway, so leaving up Cast Down. Is that better than having a Cat in play? Probably. I'm going to do it. Sack Whisper Squad without activating it. Put counters on my team. Sack. Sometimes these decks play a bunch of negates too. They're at 3. Again, I could just cast down the Seagate right now. Then I don't get negated. I'm just going to wait. Yeah, it's fine. If they like try to flicker this, I can just cast down in response. This deck is sweet. We have a 1 mana 6/6, a 1 mana 3/3, 2 mana 3/3. Looks like we might have been able to get there. We'll see. They're at 3. Archaeomancer, get back Snap. And then snap the Archaeomancer. I'll just cast down whatever they target. I guess they could snap one of my creatures. If they do, I can consider sacking Feeder or sacking like whatever they do. They snap on Beetle. I might have to just let this resolve because I need this Beetle to be able to crew Longboat. I have to just let this resolve, I think. I could draw another creature and then have 2 attackers and cast down a blocker, but I'm just going to let it resolve. And it gives them so much more mana, though. Maybe this is what they wanted. Black mana? Reaping the Graves? Brutal. They couldn't have untapped if I sacked. They have 5 mana left, so they can cast Mole Drifter here. It's going to be tough now, for sure. I can only cast down one thing. They just have so much gas now. They probably have negate too. Man, I really wish I sacked in response to the snap now. But I didn't know their hand, so it's kind of tough to say that. I have to go for this. Wow, Reaping the Graves, huh? Makes sense. If I just had gone sack, I would have had a 4/4. Beetle would be in the graveyard. And then at least I could just attack with that, and they wouldn't have got to untap and cast Reaping. Brutal. Now I still do have 2 attackers, though, which is good. All right, let's go. Let's see. I played Beetle or Feeder? I think I just played Beetle. And then I crew Longboat. I'm probably just going to play second Longboat post-combat rather than Feeder. I think so. I'll attack with these 2. Block, block. Okay. And just play Longboat. Negate? Yeah. Negate the Longboat. Oh, there's the Sunscape. Okay, I wasn't really expecting that. Seagate for 2 mana. They have 6 cards in hand. Snap on the Feeder. Okay, I think I learned my lesson. Sack this to itself. Yes. Oh, and then Snap Beetle. It's not ideal. Evoke Mole Drifter and Ephemerate it. Yeah. Oh, Ghostly Flicker, that's even worse. They go up to 7 cards. They have 3 creatures in play. I think we lose now. They get back Reaping. Or they just, yeah, they can just go off infinite now, right? With Snap plus Alcheiromancer and making a million mana. And then they can Reaping the Graves, draw their deck. That was a good game. We almost got there. Just not quite. Cast Down Fiend seems fantastic. I think Defile is terrible. Wouldn't say terrible, but yeah, pretty close to terrible. Can take out one Whisper Squad potentially. I don't know if I need all four. Don't really want to draw two. Could board out a cat. Geth's Verdict's interesting, but I don't think I want it. I just need to cut one more card. I could also cut a Longboat. It's basically just a 2-mana 3/3. 2 mana is kind of a lot, especially when I'm bringing in all these fiends. Don't want to cut the namesake card of the deck, though. Night Market Lookout. I don't think I want to cut Night Market Lookout or Longboat. We haven't gotten that combo yet, and it seems like it should be pretty good. So I can cut Cat. I can cut Whisper Squad. I don't think I want to cut Village Rites. I want to be able to draw as many cards as I can and have outs to sack Fiend. I could not bring in Cast Down, but it seems pretty decent at breaking up their combo and just killing their stuff. I'll just side out one Whisper Squad, like I said. I think that's the best option. I could also side out a land, especially if I'm on the draw. All right, Sam looks good. Sam looks really good. We can apply some decent pressure with these lookouts. We can even consider just T2 Fiend here, which honestly I might just do. They didn't ramp on turn 1 though. I think I really do want to have the Fiend plus Village Rites combo. I guess I'm just playing Lookout even though it's less mana efficient. That's a big no-no in Magic, is to be less mana efficient, but we still get to leave up Village Rites just in case we want to, if they play some weird removal spell. And I think this is fine. Okay, Sunscape Familiar, that's fine. It's obviously not great for me. Don't think I want a Village Rites right now. No, I want these in play. Okay, we're doing the Fiend into Village Rites play here. Don't want this to get snapped in for them to be able to get their card back. Again, this trigger goes on the stack. When it leaves the battlefield, return the exiled cards to the owner's hand. But we haven't taken it yet. We draw 2. Nice. And then we exile a card from their hand. I can take Snap. I can take a Utopia Sprawl, or I can take Reaping or Ghostly Flicker. I don't think it's one of the sprawls. So I think it's between Reaping the Graves, Snap, and Ghostly Flicker, and maybe it's just Snap. They don't have any creatures at all yet. Ghostly Flicker and Reaping aren't doing anything yet, and this slows me down a lot. I'm just going to take Snap. Then attack. Hit for 3 total. Pass the turn. Yeah, they can't really do much. They get Chancery and 1 Sprawl down. Okay. I have a lot of mana here. I can do some pretty good stuff, I think. What's the line? What do I want to sack to this Village Rites? The Gingerbrute is decent because it has haste. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... I guess I can just leave up Village Rites also. I can just go Feeder, Feeder, Gingerbrute, then attack with 3 creatures this turn, And then I have double feeder up and Village Rites up. All right, I'm gonna do that. I'll just play Gingerbrute, attack with these. I could even just activate Gingerbrute. Well, they just get to block one of these, so it actually doesn't do anything. Okay, I'll just attack. Trigger these. They're going down to 11 here. And then I'll play feeder, play another feeder, pass the turn. This is looking reasonable. They need to have drawn something. I guess if they draw like a Mole Drifter or something, it's pretty bad for me. They can go evoke Mole Drifter. Oh god. And then Ghostly Flicker their stuff. They can't even Ghostly Flicker. No, they can only really Flicker Mole Drifter and nothing else. Okay, it happens. This is obviously bad for me though. Yep. One of the reasons why I maybe should have taken Flicker, but they just hit Mole Drifter, which was bad. Do I want a Village Rites right now? I think what I want to do is just attack with all, and then Village Rites whatever they block with Mole Drifter. Ooh, never mind. Let's just do the Fiend combo again. Let's play Fiend, and then sack it to Village Rites. Negate the Village Rites. Okay. Still get to exile another card. I have to just take Mole Drifter here, I think. And then I can go activate Gingerbrute and attack with all creatures. They go to 9. And then they block a feeder. Interesting. I think I want to just sack this feeder to this feeder to get in for more damage. Because right now I'm hitting for 3. I can hit for 4 down to 5. And keep both my night market lookouts around. Yeah, let's do it. I know maybe taking out the Mole Drifter was right because it stops a lot of their draws. They do have a Reaping the Graves though, so no, that couldn't be right. They probably just have to play Abundant Growth and try to draw a card that's relevant. I think I'm still ahead in this game, but it's close. Archaeomancer get back Ghostly Flicker, and they can cast it. Damn, that'll probably do it. And they can just keep Ghostly Flickering. Should have killed the Mole Drifter. They literally drew into Archaeomancer. They're Flickering Forest? Why? Why didn't they flicker Archaeomancer? What? They could have gotten back Ghostly Flicker to hand. I don't understand that. All right, let's play this. Activate. Attack with all. They go to 3. And they go to 2. They have to block, block, block. They must have another way. Oh, yeah. They have Reaping the Graves in hand, but just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, Moment's Peace. Okay. So they can Moment's Peace again next turn. We know they have Reaping the Graves in hand. Compulsive Research. That's bad. Preordain. I think the dog wants to come say goodnight. What's up, dude? He just checks on me before he goes to bed. I think we're losing this match here. Let's just activate this. Hit with these two, I think. They just chump this. Maybe that was wrong to attack with this because now they can reaping this back and draw more cards. Yeah, I should have thought about that a little bit more. Because I still could have just hit for 1, put them to 2, and then if I draw cat, I would have won. But now they can go reaping, get back Mole Drifter, recast it, draw 2. Seagate, okay. Can still draw a cat here. They only have double green up. Longboat. Would be nice to have a lookout now, huh? Let's hit them down to 1. Not going to attack with Feeder this time. Moment's Peace. Oh yeah, that makes sense. We knew about that. Play Longboat. Pass the turn. We still win with cat. Cast Mole Drifter. Preordain. That deck is pretty powerful too. Okay. They have 6 cards in hand. Cast down. It's not really doing much. Could potentially break up a combo by like killing Arcanomancer. Okay, another Moment's Peace. Not ideal. All we need is to draw a cat, because then we can go play cat, drain for 1, sack stuff, and drain twice with cat. I'll play Swamp here. I've used a lot more time than the opponent. I'm not familiar with this deck, or I'm not that familiar with the opponent's deck, honestly. So I'm taking my time, but I have plenty of time for game 3. Ooh, what are they going to get back? Ghostly Flicker? Okay. Flicker target those 2. Alright, well I have to just cast down this. They probably have negate. Yeah. So now they go off because they can draw like infinite. Yeah. They can just keep casting Ghostly Flicker for 1 blue mana. Getting back spells every time. I guess we could potentially still win with cat. Okay, now we're dead. Oops. GG's. Looks like we're 1 and 2. And let's go to the next round. Let's go round 4. That was another good match. We almost got them in game 1. We got them down to 3. And we had some good attacks. We weren't quite able to get there. I wonder if I was a little more familiar with this archetype if I could have gotten there. But I didn't. And then game 2 was another relatively close one. We got them down to 2. We had some outs. We didn't hit. Still a really fun deck. Longboat was actually pretty sweet in game 1 there. I don't know how great it is overall, but we haven't even gotten a Longboat plus Lookout draw, so hopefully we will. So I'll see you in round 4. All right, welcome to round 4. All right, after a quick pause there to say hi to the dog again, I am going to be on the play. GLHF, let's keep this hand. Opponent says HM. I don't know if they were weird about us waiting for 30 seconds, but is what it is. What creature do I lead on here? Kind of want to just lead on cat. I could lead on Whisper Squad. Maybe that's the thing I care about least, but I think cat might just be better. They mulligan to 6. They say in the chat. Not sure if it was us taking a minute or what. I think I actually will lead on Whisper Squad. They might be more inclined to kill that quickly, because they're scared of me activating, but I have a second one. And Whisper Squad can activate Longboat all the same. And another Utopia Sprawl deck. A new forest. Sweet. There's a Village Rites. Okay, that's not bad. I still think I'm just playing Longboat, attacking for one. Getting this down is nice, because then every one drop I play after that cruise this. No need to activate yet. I'd rather get my 3/3 down. Visionary. Okay, it's kind of annoying. Another land is great. Fantastic draw. And they might just be on some green-red type of Ponza type deck. I think what I want to do is go play Feeder, play Cat, leave up Village Rites. I could actually just play another Whisper Squad just to get it down, but I don't think that actually does that much. Let's just go Crew and then hit for 3 and then pass. Yeah, Longboat's looking good here. Village Rites also looking solid. Another mismatch for us. Come on, that's brutal. It deals 3 damage to target creature without flying. So you can choose one or both, right? It can deal 3 damage to a flyer and 3 damage to a non-flyer. I think this is like Rug Cascade, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm just Village Righting on my Carrion Feeder in response to this removal spell. Yeah, let's do that. Yep. Sack this. Draw 2. Village Rites is a nice one. Love me a 1-mana draw 2, whether it's a Thoughtcast or a Village Rites. Ooh, Snuff Out's good too. Nice. Can get that out of the way. Foretell? What? What'd they foretell? Is it the red 4 damage spell? That's gotta be what it is. That's gotta be what they're playing. 100%. It's Crew. Just for fun. Sweet. Worth. All right, Carrion Feeder, play Whisper Squad. I'll tap the Feeder again to Crew. And then I hit. I don't think I need to kill a Visionary here. I might want to kill something better than that. And they might just die soon. I can activate a Whisper Squad to get another one. I have Snuff Out up still. Foretold card, huh? Oh, it's this thing. Yeah, I should have realized that. So 4 mana, 3/3 draw card, and then you can foretell it as well. So yeah, that was sweet. Results. Just playing that for value. Seems reasonable. It's just a good card. There's another one. You can't cast it the same turn you foretell it. So let's activate this. I don't need to Snuff Out yet, because I can just do this on my turn. Okay, Village Rites. That's actually a good one. I'll just start by Snuff Out, see what happens. And then I think I'm going to go activate Whisper Squad, Village Rites, the Whisper Squad that I get, just to start. I could draw another 1-drop I want to play. Village Rites, sack this. This is cool. Kind of going off here. Wow, Beetle. Beetle is nice too. Let's go play Beetle. Crew Longboat with it. Was it the Bolt? Oh, it's Scred. For 4 snow permanents. So I can make my feeder a 5/5, but I don't think I want to. It sucks because feeder plus beetle is a really nice combo. I think I'll just crew. And then let it die, and then attack with everything. I think that's better. They probably just have another wolf foretold. So they're kind of just like green-red control, if I had to guess. Like, I've seen a weird list that they called it green-red. It's kind of green-red mid-range. And then I attack with all. They're taking 7 damage down to 3. If I sacked my board and activated a longbow with something, they would have taken 8 down to 2, but then my board would just be a 5/5 feeder and not all these creatures. Not really sure what's better. Maybe having the 5/5 is better. Yep, there's the packmate. They draw. They're down to 3. They're going to have to do with Longboat here. Still have a lot of good draws. I wonder if this deck should have some. I almost added some at the last minute. Thorn of the Black Rose. Just, you have so many creatures that you can take and defend the monarchy pretty well. You even have Gingerbrute. So maybe like 2 or 3 copies of Thorn of the Black Rose, even though it's 4 mana. You have 18 lands and you have quad Village Rites. So you have a lot of ways to draw cards. Whisper Squad's actually been fine. I was worried about that card not performing, but it's been reasonable. Scred the Beetle. I guess I crew. They don't have any more red mana. I can stop a visionary attack. It's probably not relevant, but they already played a land even. Yeah, this is cool because this land you can also put Utopia Sprawl on, so everyone's just to dive into the new Kaldheim cards like I expected. Green Foretell again. Wow, they're going off with Foretell. Land was brutal. Does not good. So I can crew, trade for packmate, get in for 2. Yeah, I like it. Put them down to 1. And then I have a lot of things that win the game from this point. They can't block 2/1/1s because then they die to this, so they have to trade. And I'll just pass. Yeah, I've used all my Whisper Squads. I can activate, but I won't be able to find any. They're just gonna unforetell their thing. 6 mana? Is this a dino? Oh, it's a boarding party. Okay. Oh no! Familiar gain 2? Oh no. Why? Are they gonna attack? They probably should attack. Oh man, the familiar hit was so brutal there. I mean, I'm sure they did have a lot of good hits. Oh no! Oh, I did not mean to click that. Oh man. All right. Just keep fighting the good fight here. Just pass the turn. They do only have 1 card in hand. If it's another Cascade card, it's going to be brutal. They have that card foretold as well. Ooh, another boarding party. Oh, this is Dino. Yeah. Into Entourage. No. So we could Village Rites into a win. But yeah, not looking good. Do I want cat in the graveyard? I think it might be worth. If I draw a Gingerbrute, then I can win. Defile. Okay, I'll pass. Wait, let's see, let's see. Maybe not. Because I can attack with all. Oh no, this thing can block 2 creatures. What I can do is I can attack with all. I actually like this. Attack with all, defile the entourage. They go block, block, eat 2 of my things. But then I'm the monarch, so I get to draw 1 additional card. And then they get to crack back for 14, 16 damage. I don't die. All right, I'm gonna go for it. It's pretty greedy, but I at least get to take the monarch here. And then that gives me more outs to win because I draw 1 additional card. Looks like a pretty funky play. Maybe it's wrong, but I think it gives me the best chance to win, honestly. Night market, look out. That doesn't quite do it. That takes another turn to win. Before that, they'll have lethal. Is this a boarding party? No. I think it is. Dino, okay. No boarding party one time. Bonder's Ornament, okay. We have outs. Gingerbrute or Cat can win it. They become the monarch. Is this another wolf? No. We're dead. We have no outs. They have 2/6/5 tramples. And they have control of the game. That was a good game, though. Let's bring in Cast Down. And I think that's it. I think we kind of want to stick to our main game plan. Defile seems okay. I think Cast Down is just better. Maybe we just do 1 for 1. I think Whisper Squad's fine. I think I want to keep in all my other synergies. I think Longboat's actually fine too. Don't think Fiend is that good. They should have a good amount of removal. We do have to watch out for Cannonade here. They might not even have Arbor Elves in their build. Man, we had so many outs. That would have been a sweet way to get there. All right, keep this hand. Not perfect, but start playing some Gingerbrutes. Opponent likes our list. Their list is pretty sweet as well. We were almost able to get there. Probably tell the opponent to check out the channel if they like the list. A lot of good decks coming up on the channel, that's for sure. Sprawl name red. Okay, I'm just going to deploy both my creatures here and not leave up Village Rites on this turn. I guess they could play, maybe I'm just supposed to, they probably have a lot of bolts and screds and stuff, and they even have cannonades that they could just tap out for. I probably was even supposed to play Night Market Lookout. I was planning to play both things, but then I changed my mind and decided to leave up Village Rites. All right, that's annoying. This is just like an inherent like 2 for 1 always against us. I think I just kill it and let them draw. I don't want to have to like deal with like leaving mana up for that. Yeah, it kind of sucks we don't have Lookout in play, but at least we have Village Rites up here. We just have to dodge Cannonade. Why do you not play the 1 mana 2/2? Like I said, I thought about it, but I was just wanting to have the sacrifice synergies in the deck. Vampire Lacerator, are they talking about? That is definitely an option of something we can play. All right, now I'm just going to untap. I probably just need to attack with all. I was trying to focus more on the sacrifice theme, but again, maybe the right way to build this deck would be to just play all the 2/2s and maybe some like dark rituals and kind of play that build. Might be better. I could just Village Rites a Gingerbrute right now. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. Whisper Squad. Okay, there's a Longboat too. I think what I'm doing is I'm just going Longboat. Could play Whisper Squad. It could die. I don't care that much. Just going to get in for one. Telling him to check out the channel. If they like this deck, a lot more where that's coming from. Thank you, opponent. All right, let's see. Nothing I can do here. Land is obviously terrible. All right, we do have the Longboat plus Night Market Lookout combo assembled finally. So let's go for it. Crew 1. Drain for 1. I'll activate 1 Gingerbrute because I'm going to want to double Whisper Squad here. And then just attack with these two. They can draw a card if they want. He's not really watching MTG, but he'll give it a shot. Oh, they're just not playing any spells? Kind of weird. I feel like they might have a Cannonade here. Just get some 1/1s out of our deck. Draw another land, not ideal. Yeah, maybe you should have like 16 lands in this deck, the way we have it built. That honestly seems better to me. Let's crew, drain for 1. And then just go attack with all. I'm going to activate both of these. They can block either a Longboat or a Whisper Squad here. Either way. Okay. Moment's Peace. Okay, sure. They stay at 11. Moment's Peace is so interesting in those decks. It's like you're playing all these Cascade cards, so it's like, is Moment's Peace really that great? That's why I shied away from it. I did play it in one Cascade deck I had, but yeah, it's not ideal. I think I'll just leave the Swamp in hand. Could bluff like a removal spell here. Opponent just looks like they're on an awkward draw. Just get our last... Oh, they're attacking? They must have Cannonade. Like 100%. I'll still get the Whisper Squad. I don't even want to draw it anyway. There's Cat. Cat's interesting. It's crew. And just attack. Wonder if they're just going to Moment's Peace. Okay, yeah, maybe they don't even have Cannonade. I don't know. They do have these things, which is kind of weird. Do I just not play around Cannonade? Can I beat Cannonade anyway? I don't know. I'm just going to play this. Did I have a creature up last turn to crew Longboat and block this? I don't even know if I would have wanted to, honestly. Dino? I mean, Dino I might be able to beat, depending on what they hit. Another familiar is actually annoying. They're just on the 4 familiars? Jeez. Good in this matchup. They have a 6/5 trample. Okay. Now my attacks are not good except for Gingerbrute. Ooh, cast down. So if I cast down the Dino, swing with everybody, they go to 10 from crewing the longboat, then they block 2 things, or they could double block longboat and draw a card. I think I like just attacking with double Gingerbrute, passing the turn. I can always crew longboat end of turn. Probably just play swamp now. Pass. Also, if I draw a sack outlet, I can drain them with cat plus these Gingerbrutes potentially. They're attacking with Dino. All right, I'll just take it. I don't care about taking that, I don't think. It's drain for 1. I don't even think I want to cast down yet. I don't want them to draw a card. Defile. Okay, well now I go for the double removal spell attack with all. Let's crew. Letting them draw 2 cards here could be my downfall. Let's see, they're at 7. Could just attack with all. They go block, block, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I have to just go for this win, I think. So this is the win, right? If they block here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I might as well even activate these. I could have waited until after I attacked, but I don't think it's that relevant. Could also have killed this before blocks. Okay, it looks like they didn't have anything. I didn't want them to draw an extra card and draw into like another something that would get them out of it, but yeah, that was sweet. Whisper Squad did work. Snuff Out should be great. I mean, Defile is not bad, but I think my other cards are all where I want to be. Yeah, let's just run it. I could side out a land on the draw. Maybe that was right, but is what it is. Wild Growth. I have a feeling they don't have Arbor Elf. It's just Gingerbrute rather than Feeder. We can just start getting in there. I don't necessarily want to just put this out there first. They foretell the wolf. Village Rites is good. Go longboat, hit for 1. Thing is, longboat is you have to take off turn 2 to play it, and then it's just a 3/3. All right, they're playing that. Sure, I can just defile that. Foretell another one? No, nothing. Okay, maybe they don't have red mana. Night Market Lookout. Okay, there's the combo. Nice. Now we have a pretty quick clock with that. Let's go land. Defile this to start. Lookout. Crew. We're doing it. Yield. Yield. Hit for 4. And do I leave up Village Rites or play Feeder? Moment's Peace. Okay. Gain 4 life. That's fine. Just gonna get a little greedy and play Feeder. I think it's worth. Visionary. Okay, I can kill that. They do have a lot of things that draw cards in that deck. Their build is sweet. Wolf, it's a good one. Oh, Mountain is not what I wanted to see. Oh, there's Beetle. Beetle is nice. Real nice. Not really going to be able to leave up Village Rites and play Beetle, but I think that's okay. I think what I do is I go play Beetle, cast down this. Oh, they have Scred for the Carrion Feeder. Right, now I think I'm just going Village Rites on the Carrion Feeder right now. Do I want a crew with it? I think yes, because I could always crew again with this. So let's just crew right now because it's technically free. We might want to attack with Night Market Lookout. Oh, I didn't cast Village Rites. Damn it. Mistake. That sucks. Meant to Village Rites there for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take them off mana and get in for more damage. That was a crappy misclick. I could have drawn land and then still gone cast down, but is what it is. We're still in a reasonable position here. We still have the Village Rites, but yeah, that was the perfect opportunity to use it. So that felt pretty bad. This is yeah, round 4. Right, another Visionary. Got it. That's not that scary. Ooh, another Carrion Feeder. That's actually pretty cool. So let's go play Feeder. Am I going to sack this Gingerbrute here? I can sack Gingerbrute to Village Rites. I can sack... I want to play Village Rites, so I have to sack something. So I can sack Gingerbrute or Carrion Feeder to it. It is close. I think having the Carrion Feeder around is better. So why don't we go crew this with this. Again, I can always crew again later. It's weird to sack Gingerbrute because it's unblockable, but I want to leave my Feeder plus Beetle combo around. Do they have like a Scred for Beetle or Feeder here? Scred on Beetle. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I have to just sack it to Carrion Feeder. Beetle triggers again, even though it's sacked to itself. And then I draw 2. Ooh, Snuff Out is actually cool. Let's just Snuff Out this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. So they could have Dino in hand that I could lock them out from. Snuff Out, pay 4 life, and attack with all. All right, they're at 6. They can play some scary things, like if they Dino into Boarding Party here, I'm probably just going to lose. They could also be pretty much out of gas. Let's see what they do. I can just deploy another Longboat next turn. This feels like a Boarding Party? No. 5 mana, 6 mana. Yeah, Boarding Party. Okay. Wild Growth one time. Oh no, not Familiar here. Come on. That's brutal. No attacks. Makes sense. Cast down. Okay, that's good. I think I have to play that instead of playing Longboat. Could hold this for next turn. Play Longboat this turn. think I actually like that. I think that provides me better outs to win, and maybe they attack me. I'm just gonna play Longboat and pass. A little bit of a funky line, but I think I like it. I guess I could have attacked with a Longboat there as well and traded for boarding party, but I actually don't really want to do that. I don't want to let them draw. I think I like waiting. Ooh. Admiral take the monarchy is pretty greedy if you ask me. They're not going to attack. All right, let them draw, and then I'll just drain for one. If I draw a one drop here, it's so good. Cast down's not terrible. So I can cast down a boarding party, and then hit with double Longboat, and they have to go block to keep the monarchy. Yeah, I think I just like that. Crew. They can kill one of my Longboats, but that's fine. Crew. Kill this. Hit. Thinking that I could even sack the Longboat that's going to kill Familiar to not let them draw, but no, that can't be right. So I trade a Longboat. Now they have to really do something in order to play around this monarch, to play around like me taking the monarchy. Wild growth, I like to see that. Visionary, don't like to see that, but beatable for sure. Could see a lot worse than that, that's for sure. Especially with this cast down. Do I just have lethal? Okay. Yeah, we're looking good. They get to draw a card here. They could have a bolter or scred. Don't kill my lookout one time. One drop as well, one drop. Snuff out. I'll take a snuff out. I think I just go cast down, hold the snuff out. It's kind of more of a surprise. And then let's go crew here. And that's lethal. Oh no, Moment's Peace? Oh, they have it in the graveyard? Never mind. Not lethal. Scratch that lethal one time. All right, pass. Drawing Snuff Out was obviously good. It's also good that we've drawn a fair amount of cards and we have only drawn 3 lands. That's nice. They're just getting a little flooded on the wild growth effects, maybe. 5 mana boarding party, 6 mana. Yep. Another wild growth one time. Yep. Okay, that should be it. They could have another Moment's Peace, but I'm just going to kill this boarding party. This. They're probably not going to attack. I can just wait to do it. There's no rush. All right, they draw a card, sure. Defile. Okay, let's go Defile. It's just something that good that Defile can kill. And then we present lethal again. Night Market Lookout plus Longboat combo. Combo. Is there anything that untaps Lookout? Oh, Cannonade right now. What? Why didn't they do this on their turn? They definitely should have done it on their turn because now I just do this. Yeah, so if they cannonaded on their turn, we didn't have lethal. That was a huge mistake from the opponent because they go cannonade on their turn, and then we have to sack Night Market Lookout to Feeder, and then we just have a 3/3 and a boat that we can't crew. So then we would just hit for 3. They have another draw step. Um, Although we could have drawn a 1-drop there, but we drew Defile. Maybe they were thinking they didn't need to do this yet. They wanted to wait longer, but that is greedy. They should have gone for that. See what we're going to draw next turn. But we can't because Magic Online's broken. Okay, 2 and 2. Let's go for the 3/2 and get that 1 treasure chest. All right, I'll see you in round 5. All right, welcome to round 5. We're 2 and 2. And yeah, be on the play. Easy. I mean, this hand doesn't really like the pieces don't really come together. We have like a couple of our different engines going on, but I still think we keep. I suppose I just cat. Not really sure which one to lead on, honestly. This is the one I don't really care if it dies. I think I'm not supposed to lead on Whisper Squad, because if they just kill that, it's kind of bad. Okay. Now the thing is, do I leave up Defile for this? Or do I just kill it now? I feel like just leaving up Defile is probably fine. I'm going to attack. He said, "You gonna get worked, son." The opponent just throwing out the shade with the mono white deck. They might not. Let's see. Let's hope they just jam like some enchantment right here and just get defiled. I mean, we have triple Snuff Out. Spoken like a defeated man. It's over for you, bruh. Opponent's obviously just having fun and not trying to like actually make fun of us, but oh wait, I can let this resolve actually because this doesn't destroy the creature. I guess I can just do it now. Let's just go now. They could have a protection spell and eat one of our things, yeah. But then we can just cast down. If this mutagenic. Alright, well that's bad for us. So they get to eat our cat. Okay. Let's see. Now do I go for cast down? I think they have now they have totem armor. So again, maybe I'm just supposed to kill this now. I was just worried about them just playing another creature. TikTok opponent is just going hard on the salt. Just trying to like really throw it out there. What I could do is I could play Whisper Squad and just cast down later. I think I like that. This gets another body into play. I can't play Beetle yet because they can just provoke it. Just get in for 1. We're still at 22, so we're doing fine. They can provoke another one of our creatures. But I can start activating Whisper Squad. Sure. Just activate now and then block. They also probably have the 1 mana 1/1 protection from black that I've seen that deck playing recently, which is pretty funny. Another cat. All right, another cat. Let's go. Let's do it. They're going to get killed by our 1/1, son. If I win this game, I'm definitely going to type GG easy. What do they have in hand? They probably have like a Karametra's Blessing. All right, well, that's annoying because they get a 1/1. If I kill this in response, this still just goes on the creature, right? So I'm not going to do that. I want to be able to activate Whisper Squad. Get my value. What are they going to provoke? Yep. Let's just activate. We have to block. Okay, that's annoying. Another totem armor is actually really bad for us. So I think I'm just attacking with all, and then I have to just cast down this on blockers, as bad as that is. Because if I cast on this, the high number just dies, but that doesn't actually do that much. It's already like doing its thing anyway. Yeah, so let's cast down this, and then do I play Beetle? I think I do. It just dies, but I can get in for 2 more damage. This way I kill Hyena Umbro with the cast down and then trade with the Whisper Squad. Karametra's Blessing. Okay, sure. So now we're screwed. We're dead. But hopefully we can still win this match. I mean, this matchup shouldn't be that bad for us. We have a lot of removal, and I definitely should not have played the Beetle. The Beetle just dies, and I don't even have really good attacks. Defile is really good in this matchup, I think, because it plays around like the Umbra. If I had originally just defiled this, killed it early, I think I would have won. But if their hand was different and they just had a bunch of creature threats, let's see, did they provoke it? Yeah, sometimes you have to say yes, so maybe they didn't provoke it. But yeah, if I had just, yeah, they probably would have just played this, and I would have been in the same position. I think we're dead to this now. Let's just go to the next game. Yeah, okay. Let's get Cast Down in there. Fiend is actually pretty good because I don't think they can really kill Fiend that easily. Oh man, we have good cards in this matchup. Even Prowler, this can just kill one of their things. This is like infinite sideboard cards. Even Crypt Rats is okay, but I don't think I'm going to want it. All right. So this is 12 cards I'm bringing in. 3 Prowlers, 4 Fiends. I think I definitely do want Fiends. Also, seeing their hand is really good. I just don't think I need Whisper Squad, actually. I don't think that's what this matchup comes down to. And Cat is not where I want to be either, I don't think. And as much as it pains me, I don't think Longboat is that good either. I don't think that's what this matchup's about. I could set out like 2 Village Rites and keep in 2 Longboats. I don't know if I have time to mess around Village Ritesing, drawing cards. It's not bad, but no, I need Village Rites. It's also good with Fiend. I just want to be the removal deck here. I think I just side out Boat. Just having Night Market as just a 1-drop that can attack seems good. Just wonder if I want Longboat over anything else. Want every piece of removal that I can possibly get. Maybe I can side out like 2 Gingerbrutes and keep in 2 Boats. See what the curve looks like if I do that. It's a lot of 2s. But is Gingerbrute really that great? Let's go. All right, Sam looks great. Double, or no, I thought I had double Defile, but yeah, it's only single Defile, but we have some pressure here. Now if they go creature, I'll just kill it right now. I guess I can't kill the 0-4, but they'll probably lead with that. Okay, they don't. That's good. Defile this. Do they have mutagenic? Oops. Meant to play this pre-combat so I could have 6. And just play Lookout, pass. We need to draw more removal spells, but we can definitely do that. Do they even have a second creature? It's a Trailblazer plus Hyena Umbra. Alright, that's annoying. I can't attack into that. I think I just go Carrion Feeder and then Village Rites my Carrion Feeder right now. Pass the turn. They have a lot of good plays here. Ethereal Armor. Okay, where's my Geth's Verdict at? I have 4 of them. They just made an 8/12 first strike vigilance. All right, I'll take 8. Geth's Verdict off the top? No. Let's just do the same play. I don't need these feeders, I don't think. Let's just draw through our deck, try to find Geth's Verdict. We did. Okay. Pass. So we could die here, especially if they have like some protection from black thing, but if they can't deal us 13 damage and they don't play another creature, right, emerge unscathed, pro black, that's 9 power. That's not lethal though. I don't think that's gonna do it. And now Geth's Verdict should just get them here. No, I need to draw land now. Land. Yes. Okay, defile this. Mutagenic does actually save it, but they only have 1 card left. Get wrecked. Concede the game. Now they're going to play on with 1 card in hand. Okay. I have a cast down. Their emerge unscathed is gone. Cycle. Okay, that's a protection from black creature. Oh, come on. Down to 0 cards in hand. That's so brutal. They have a 2/2 first strike pro black. All right, Fiend literally doesn't do anything. They're at 13. Might need to draw another Geth's Verdict. I think I just play both of these and pass. We get hit for 2. I can trade a Lookout with their warrior. Hopefully they just draw a land at some point in the next 2 turns. That was an insane draw. Like, this combination is so bad for me. I have to... Oh, maybe I was supposed to kill this? You know, I'm brought that. It's not good. Oh, they have a Sentinel's Eyes too. I'm dead. Now even if I draw Geth's Verdict, I can't deal with this. Beetle. Alright, we got. I don't think we have any outs. GG's. All right, 2 and 3. Weren't able to quite get there. I could have killed the 1/1 provoke in game 1 on our turn. Maybe you're always just supposed to do that against that deck because of like stuff like Hyena Umbra, but with like the double removal spell, I felt like I could go for something if they play any other like aura. Like if they go for like, let's say, Ethereal Armor and I go like Defile in response, they go Protect it, and then I go, okay, untap on my turn, cast down your thing. I use more of their resources that way, and they just kind of had like the perfect draw to answer what I had, especially the Mutagenic wrecked me. So I think I played okay. Just got. We drew a Geth's Verdict, and then they drew their pro black thing and got us. So I don't hate my play. I think this deck is reasonable. It was a lot of fun. Longboat plus Lookout is an interesting take on the format, and I yeah might jam this deck for another league at some point. Again, maybe like that opponent said, like maybe we should play all the 1 mana 2/2s. There's I think there's like a couple of them. There's Vampire Lacerator, and then there's another one. It's a 1 mana 2/2, and at the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 1 damage to you unless you pay 2 life. But when you're playing those 1 mana 2/2s, then you're just like a mono black aggro deck, yeah, which is fine. But then at that point, I might cut some removal spells, play Dark Rituals, and just try to go like turn one, double or triple 1-drop, go, and just hope that's good enough. This is more of like a grindy, kind of like sack build, but I don't think the build was perfect just because we have like multiple kind of like engines going on. We have Night Market Lookout engine plus Longboat. Then we have this kind of like mini food engine with like Cat, Gingerbrute, and Sack Outlet. But Cat did not seem very good. I was kind of worried about that, especially with only the one food. We don't have really any more ways to make food. So Cat seemed bad. So maybe I could just play Gingerbrute and not play Cat. That would be the first thing to go for me, would be Cat. Maybe I could even just play some 2/2s instead of Cat. Whisper Squad also was good, but maybe not great. Like, what if I cut Caldron Familiar, cut Whisper Squad, and then play 8 1 mana 2/2s? Maybe I just get there faster. I'm not really sure. There's still some room to develop with this deck. Also, just playing Thorn of the Black Rose might be good because yeah, we can hold on to the Monarchy relatively easily. Also, maybe just playing Dark Writ plus Thorn is decent because you can just go turn 2 Monarch or even potentially turn 1 with double Dark Ritual. So sweet deck. Longboat was a lot of fun. That was a great league. 2 and 3, not the best result, but even the first 2 matches we lost, we got them down really low and had outs to win those games. So like if things like played out a little bit differently, we could have easily been 4-1 in this league and just ended up 2-3. So I think the deck wasn't bad. It performed okay and was a lot of fun. This is youtube.com/snapbolt. My name is Max. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.